top four then, almost nose to tail.
Why the fuck am I so unlucky?
Oh, so close!
Welcome along then to the magnificent Suzuka International Circuit, a stone's throw away from Ise Bay in the beautiful Japanese countryside. What surprises lie in wait for us today at the Japanese Grand Prix? A lap of this historic racetrack covers 3.6 miles. It's the only time during the season that we race on a figure-of-8 circuit. And the drivers can expect some intense G-forces through the 18 corners on offer here as they experience some of the highest average apex speeds on the Formula One calendar. Keep an eye out for overtakes into the final chicane. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Phoenix, Leclerc, Oscar Piastri and Russell, Ocon, Fernando Alonso, Gasly and Lewis Hamilton, Lawson, Antonelli, Alex Albon and Stroll, Hülkenberg, Bortoletto, Jack Doohan and Ollie Behrman. Hadjar and Carlos Sainz will start from the back of the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Glorious Suzuka. It's a bit like Silverstone, an iconic track for which we couldn't have an F1 season without it. And so much for the drivers to think about around here.
Absolutely, Crofty. The only figure-of-8 circuit that we have on the calendar, and you kind of wonder, why don't we have more? Because it's such a good format. The drivers love this track. It's got a great flow to it, a fantastic circuit. Not the best for overtaking, but my goodness, from inside the car, it's a real treat for the drivers.
So the formation lap gets underway here in Japan. This circuit is one of the favourites amongst the drivers, and I'm sure each and every one of them is looking forward to the race ahead. All of them hoping they can leave Suzuka on a high note. As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can, and they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, and failing that, within the points.
We are ready and we are set for the Japanese Grand Prix in 2025. And it's lights out and away we go! Verstappen gets a good start and is already ahead of Lando Norris, who slips in behind the Red Bull in second. So Verstappen leads, and into turn one from Norris and Phoenix, who goes round the outside and go wheel to wheel with the McLaren to take P2 behind his teammate. Really good move there from Phoenix, who didn't want to wait to get past that McLaren and moves up into P2 to make it a Red Bull 1 and 2 in this race. Phoenix now, and with the better tyres, his plan is to overtake his teammate and drive off into the distance. Phoenix is already gaining on his teammate, and it's only been not even one lap completed yet, and he is right on the gearbox of Verstappen. And is he going to try round the outside of turn 13? No, he has to stay behind for now, but towards the back straight, he's still got the toe, and using his batteries. Not going to try it at 130R. Oh my goodness! He looked for a gap there and couldn't find one as Max closed the door on him. And towards the final chicane we go. Phoenix goes down the inside on his teammate and leads the race. But now down the main straight, no team orders down at Red Bull as they go side by side once again, with Max chasing behind and Norris still in third. And into turn one, Verstappen goes dancing around the outside of Phoenix and takes the lead of this race. Wow! What a battle from these two, and it's only lap 2. On board with Phoenix now, and with DRS helping him, and battery usage, he flies past his teammate to lead this race once again from his teammate. Can he hold on to it? Because of the short lap here, battle resumes quite quickly, and they go wheel to wheel into turn 1. This is not going to turn out well, and oh my! They touch, and Phoenix spins out and tumbles down the order. I was surprised Red Bull didn't say any team orders, but I guess that's that result. And there is a safety car. The Red Bull debrief is not going to be pretty, and let's look at this and hear their team radio.
Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Here is the replay then.
Idiot. What an idiot. Yeah, mate, massive floor damage.
As Phoenix comes out of the pits and has the hard tyre. That is very unusual with everybody else on the soft. What have Red Bull done to Phoenix's race?
Why the fuck are we... What is this tire?
That's the hard time.
Why? Why are we on the hard?
That was the only option.
That's the only option Red Bull say, but that has made it very difficult for Phoenix in the rest of this race. 6 laps to decide the winner of this race when they cross the line, and there they go. Verstappen leads them over the line, then from Lando Norris and George Russell, all the way at the back. Straight after the restart, Phoenix is alongside Behrman and fighting hard as he goes on the curb and pushes the Haas wide and stays ahead of the Haas and moves up into 16th. Phoenix goes down the inside into the chicane on Doohan and makes the corner, leaving it 1 place ahead, and he's up to 15th place. That is a beautiful camera angle showing the speed of these cars, and into the chicane. Phoenix dives down the inside on Stroll and is up to 14th place. Lap 11 out of 13, and Phoenix is only 14th. I don't think he'll be able to get a point at this rate. Into the hairpin we go, and Phoenix does lock up and finds his way past Alex Albon. I think he's just desperate now to get a point.
Some gentle introduction.
No, mate, don't give me that. You guys give me this strategy, okay? I'm trying to rescue myself.
Into the hairpin we go again, and he goes down the inside on Nico Hulkenberg, very aggressively there. I don't blame Phoenix's frustration. He got put on the hards while everyone is on the soft. On board with Liam Lawson then, looking at Phoenix, and where's he going to overtake? Oh, and that's clever by Phoenix. He just kept it on the outside and overtook. He's not going to make it into the points, so let's just enjoy some brilliant overtaking by Phoenix, shall we? Meanwhile, out in front is the leader, Max Verstappen. I didn't think he'll dominate like this again after 2023, but he's led from start to finish and goes across the line and wins the Japanese Grand Prix by a distance. Posable. What a day on one side of the Red Bull garage. Further back is his teammate Phoenix, trying to get past Antonelli and get a point, but out of the final corner, he tried his hardest today and has to settle with 11th.
The checkered flag is out. We're going to be hearing that Dutch national anthem again because it's victory for Max Verstappen.
I mean, it looked like they were in a different category at points during the race, led every lap. I mean, what more can we say?
From lights out to the checkered flag, this is what they're racing for. It's points and a trip to the podium. But there can only be one on the top step. Your number 1, Max Verstappen.
What an end to a thrilling Japanese Grand Prix, and Max Verstappen wins. And with this result, Max Verstappen and Lando Norris have overtaken Phoenix in the Drivers' Championship, and Red Bull still lead the Constructors. What a race! Can't wait for Bahrain. See you soon.